Vitamin B12 can be a great crutch to use while you're healing your bowel and body with this program to look and feel better. Vitamin B12 has been used therapeutically for decades. In fact, I used it 25 years ago when I was sick. It's been studied a lot. In fact, just last week in the Wall Street Journal, there was an article titled "Sluggish, Confused, Boost Your Vitamin B12," and it discussed additional research about the use of B12 for improving energy. It works and helps you to look and feel better because vitamin B12 is involved in the production of neurotransmitters in your brain. These are the same neurotransmitters that you're improving or boosting when you take antidepressants like Prozac. Well, B12 helps make those neurotransmitters. As a result, it can help reduce depression. I've seen it greatly inspire clients who are going through this program. It takes a lot of motivation to heal your bowel and body. And often clients find that with the B12 crutch, they are more motivated. There's less anxiety and just more happy days. Vitamin B12 has also been studied extensively as a nutrient needed for energy production. So if you have a lot of fatigue or very sluggish and you're doing other things that aren't helping, it may be that you have low B12 levels. Vitamin B12, because again it helps produce neurotransmitters in your brain, can reduce your cravings for substances that also stimulate that neurotransmitter production. We all are craving that feel-good feeling in our brain. If there's not enough B12, you might be more, or you may desire things like alcohol, coffee, sugar, recreational drugs, and other drugs that act as stimulants to that brain chemistry. So by taking B12, you may find that you desire less of that. Desiring less of that is great for you because all those things are very acidic and toxic and harmful to your body, but desiring less of these can help you look and feel better faster as well, because by putting less acidity into your body, there's going to be less symptomology, less inflammation, less cholesterol production, less water retention, fat production, i.e. weight gain, etc., etc. Vitamin B12, again, because it helps with the neurological system in your body, the brain chemistry especially, is also very valuable for a lot of neurological conditions like MS and autism and ADD and Tourette's, etc., Parkinson's. In my experience, clients who use B12 usually see a significant reduction or improvement in one of those areas. There are a number of misunderstandings and additional information, however, that you need to know about B12 to make this work for you. And I think the most important one is to understand that it is just a crutch. Your gut bacteria should be making B12. You are healing your gut bacteria in this program with Bowel Strength or the Unique Healing Probiotic products. Eventually, your gut's going to make the B12. So B12 has been studied a lot. I think the reason it fails to become the cure-all, for lack of a better word, is because, like all crutches, you'd have to take it every single day to continue to see these improvements, and people just aren't going to do that. You all don't have to do it every single day if you see an improvement, because unlike everyone else using that crutch, you are concurrently healing your gut bacteria. So one day, you will have sufficient levels without ingesting it. If you're doing this program and you're feeling great and your bowels are doing great, but you still have one or some of these conditions, consider that you may have a B12 deficiency. B12 deficiencies will not be fixed by eating more meat, by eating organic foods, going on raw food diets, eliminating wheat, going to the acupuncturist, taking a bunch of vitamins. All of that does nothing to improve your B12 levels. So I do encourage you to try it as a crutch, and remember that in here, crutches are supposed to work pretty quickly. So if you try some B12 for a couple weeks and don't see any improvements, maybe it's not strong enough, but it also just might not be the right crutch, and therefore there's no value in you continuing with it. But I would encourage you to try it for a couple weeks and see if you feel better. If you do and want to continue with it until your gut is healed, great. If you feel better and don't want to continue with it, that's fine too. But you deserve to know that there are some natural non-toxic ways, i.e. vitamin B12, to help with some of these conditions. A couple other things you need to know about B12. You need to buy it in a methyl form. I carry methyl vitamin B12 on my website at www.uniquehealing.com. It is a very high quality, easy to absorb, competitively priced vitamin B12 supplement. Only methyl B12 is easy to assimilate, i.e. that's the only valuable type to purchase. They should come in 5,000 mcg or micrograms per pill. Mine do, and I would encourage you for a couple weeks to try 6 a day. Yeah, that's 30,000 micrograms. There are no side effects of B12. There's no harm of B12. There are no symptoms that could get worse with taking B12. On the contrary, my experience is if you take a teeny amount, such as in a multivitamin, or that is, just taking 1 a day of those pills, like all those jars say, it's never enough to see any improvements. So try the higher amount for a couple weeks, and again, just see how you feel. See if you think it's worth continuing. The other thing you want to know about B12 is that it, again, is made by your gut bacteria. So it has nothing to do with being a vegetarian. That's kind of a wrong idea that's been around a long time. Meat products contain some B12, yeah. Not nearly enough to make any impact on your health or how you feel or how you look. But I think a lot of people have wrongly been led to believe that as long as they eat meat products, they can't have a B12 deficiency. You can eat a ton of meat products and you can be a full-on vegetarian and have a weak bowel. And that, again, is the cause of the low B12 levels. It has nothing to do with what you're currently eating. So I hope that helps. Again, I strongly encourage you to give it a try because we all deserve to look and feel better while we're healing our bowel. For more information, you can see chapter 10 of my book, This Works, Crutches Don't, or go to my website at www.uniquehealing.com.